It's not for the good of the people. It's a business. Everything's a business. College is a business. Hospitals are a business. It's all the same. Goodwill's a business. Goodwill, the CEO makes $4 million a year or something.
You know,
Really? So,
I saw a Twitter clip. I don't know if you guys been in Goodwill lately. I saw a Twitter clip about a lady went to Goodwill and the prices were like, high, very expensive, relative to, people are giving this stuff away and they turn around and like tripling the price on it. I said, wow, that's interesting.
Yep.
It wasn't much different from the store pricing.
Yep, that's right. And most of the flooring in them is the same because they pick the floor that goes in them, and it's supposed to look dingy. That's true.
Really?
It ain't just like some old beat up floor. They actually pick the VCT for those stores. To, and it's like to look shitty. That's right.
Huh.
It's all marketing, man.
You knew that too, Tom?
Yep.
Yeah, and also, don't you guys want to hear? I was the voice of Goodwill.
Were you?
Yeah, I got to do a bunch of. I did a bunch.
Look, they're paying Tom Gawley big money and shit too.
I did a bunch of radio spots for Goodwill about turning in your car to Goodwill for sale. But Goodwill has become very sophisticated. As you know, they display all their clothes by color. All the blue shirts are together. Then but they've gotten very sophisticated in terms of distribution after the contributions. So Goodwill comes by and they pick up on a truck whatever you might want to give them, and they triage that back at their warehouse and say, okay, this is a higher end item. It should go into one of our higher end neighborhoods. Now it might not be super high end, and they try.
No shit.
Oh yeah, they try to get what it's worth. So if some person's got a whole bunch of, say, an elderly person did well in their lifetime and they have some designer clothing that's still in relatively good shape, instead of being 89 cents, they're gonna get. They're not gonna, it's not gonna be what it's worth when they bought it originally, obviously, but they're gonna put it in those neighborhoods and in those places where it's more likely to sell there.
Oh, shit, I never thought about that.
And they do the same thing with electronics. They do the same thing with the lamps. I'm a freak for when I need a lamp, I go to Goodwill and get the most tacky 70s ass looking lamp I can find for $5. If I have to rewire it, great. But yeah, they definitely do that. They definitely do that.
So you would go shop in a high end Goodwill? Is that where you would go?
It's not what I would say is high end, but it's more high end than, say, maybe somewhere else would be.
Right. I got you. Okay, damn, that's interesting.
But they definitely triage all that stuff and say, and there's just commodity stuff they're going to put everywhere, pants and shirts and things like that. But it's not easy to sell electronics in some of the Goodwill stores. So they'll put that in stores where people are going to be like, this may not work that great. It's pretty old, but I need one. Whether it's a